I knew this question was coming, and I waited until someone asked it nicely to respond. So no, there's no such thing as white pride, in part because there is no white culture. You can have pride based on your ethnicity, like Scottish, German, Irish. You can even have regional pride, like Southern pride. These things usually apply to your cultural identity, like how you grew up, etc. And I had some people argue, well, other colors have pride, and no, they don't. Chicano, Latino pride, Asian pride, those are not colors. The one exception is Black pride, and that's because they've had a unique experience no one else has. Black Americans were robbed of their culture. They don't know where they come from. Two Black Americans meet. They could have come from warring African tribes. They don't know. What they do know is their American experience was similar. In other words, the thing that connects them is the color of their skin and how society has treated them as a result. You also have to consider where the terms white pride and black pride originate. White pride was coined by white supremacists. Black pride is from the Black Power and Civil Rights movement. So one represents superiority and hate, and the other a fight for equality.
Tell me how you know your boyfriend won't cheat on you without telling me how you know your boyfriend won't cheat on you.
Hey, I'm going to bed. You coming?
Just a minute. I'm finishing here. You remember the other day where I was saying that I was bummed that these 332nd figures don't come with jetpacks, because a lot of them had jetpacks in the show. I was able to cut the tabs off of a Jango Fett, which is kind of a bummer because obviously it's a rare figure, but I super glued the jetpack onto this guy and then put him on this floating stand, and now he has a jetpack.
I'm built different.
I'm built different.
Tell me you're American without telling me you're American.
We the best. We the best. We the best.
来读一遍。
I don't know what you are talking about.
哎呀，人读你读，你读到好似打鼓咁樣嘅，懂得，不用這樣子的。你聽我讀一遍啊，好吧？來 ，I don't know what you're talking about。
哇，好標準。
嗱，我教你一個技巧，好不好？非常簡單，把所有這些 T 變不見，不要讀它。嗱，比方說這個，你剛剛讀什麼？
懂的。
現在呢？
懂。
就是了。之前讀什麼
？What。
現在讀什麼？
我。
非常好。這個呢
？About。
現在呢
？About。
非常好。你剛剛把這個讀成什麼
？Talking。
哎呀，這沒有 feel。現在你把這個 K 呀變成梗，也就是 talking。對啦，來最後一個知識點，你剛才這個讀什麼
？You are。
哎呀，沒有 feel。現在直接把它變成揪耳。
中文啊？
中文。
揪耳。
揪耳。
行。
好，我現在教你的所有技巧放在裡面，重新讀一遍，看看有沒有不一樣，好不好？來，1、2、3。
I don't know what you're talking about。
是不是不一樣啊？是不是標準很多啊？嘿嘿，我都說了嘛。想學更多的英語知識，記得關注我。來，繼續。
Judging based off that door handle, the rear fender and window shape, and the back tire, which, you know, has a Nissan logo on it, I'm going to assume that this is a 2006 Nissan Pathfinder. That same Pathfinder carrying about 24 gallons of gas, which is well above the average larger car, and getting a combined 19.5 miles per gallon, which is pretty average for SUVs. Do the math on that, that's about $3 per gallon, which is high. This video was posted on January 31st, so unless you can show me a policy that Biden implemented 11 days into his presidency that spiked gas prices to some unprecedented number that you've never seen before, you're not paying $70 because of Biden. You're paying $70 because your car guzzles gas like a fucking sinkhole.
Is it for fuck's sake or for fuck's sake?
I'm so glad you asked, because this is fascinating. But first, we have to talk about for Christ's sake, which used to be a curse that people would say, and it was bad, and people would be like, ooh, it was for Christ's sake, like if you stub your toe. Because that was a curse back in the day, like a pretty big one, was taking the Lord's name in vain, it was what we call minced. It was minced into other things. So for example, for crying out loud, instead of saying for Christ's sake, you would fix yourself halfway through. This also happens with like fudge or gosh darn it. Mincing is a thing that happens all the time with curses, so that you don't actually end up saying the curse. But for Christ's sake got reverse minced. Eventually, for Christ's sake wasn't a big enough curse, so we changed it to for fuck's sake. And with for Christ's sake, the sake is possessed by Christ, so there's an apostrophe, so linguistically it is for fuck's sake with an apostrophe. I hope that helps you with your email.